Hi, I'm Kat, and today we're going to do something a little different. I guess it's not different, it's exactly what I do on my channel, but for me it's going to be a trip down memory lane. Today we are going to be opening a Newbeauty Testtube. I was one of Newbeauty's very first subscribers to their test tube back in 2006. I was just going through my emails. And at the time, beauty boxes didn't exist. I know everybody says that Birchbox was like the first company that did something like this, and that is just not true. I lived in California at the time, and I moved to Oregon at the end of 2009. And I know for a fact that when I moved here, Birchbox still didn't exist. And I had been getting Newbeauty for like 3 years before I moved. So Newbeauty definitely predated Birchbox. My memory of Newbeauty Testtube was that it came in a plastic tube that was much taller than this and a little wider, and wedged in the tube was always a magazine, and I never had heard of a single brand that was included in the Beauty Testtube. So when I moved to Oregon, I stopped my subscription, mostly because I was planning on renting an apartment for a while and then buying a house, and it just seemed like too much trouble to change my address to an apartment and then to a house, and so I let my subscription go. And back in November, I decided, maybe I'll give it a try. I'm kind of curious to see if TestTube has improved at all over the years. I was honestly surprised that Newbeauty Testtube was still in business. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just, I had never heard of a single brand, and I suspect most of the brands that were included were maybe white labeled cosmetics that are available on the mass market. I don't know. That was my feeling. That was why I stopped. So here we are, almost 13 years since I've received a beauty test tube. So we're gonna crack this puppy open and see what's inside. Newbeauty Testtube is a quarterly subscription.
What? No, it's a bi-monthly subscription, not a quarterly subscription.
It's $38.90 a quarter.
Every other month?
I believe you do pay shipping on top of that. And they claim that the value of each test tube will be at least $200. I don't have high hopes. So let's take a look inside. Interestingly, it no longer comes with a magazine. At least there wasn't a magazine in the box. Nope, there's not a magazine inside of here either. So looks like this on the inside. Keeping it in a tube after all of these years, a little gimmicky. Like, I feel like this is probably costing them a lot to produce these. It's a pretty thick cardboard branded tube. I almost feel like the clear plastic ones they used to use probably were less expensive. It's neither here nor there. All right, the first item is already garbage. It's not garbage, but it's Shielded Safeguard Your Skin Face the Day Purifying Mist. I might be a little too rough on this, but Shielded is a brand that you can only purchase on their website. It's not available anywhere else as far as I know. I don't usually trust products that have high values that are only available to purchase from that company, especially in the beauty space when there are so many retailers that you could be selling your product through and getting the word out about. Next, we have Be Separate Mascara. As far as I know, you can only buy Be on the Be website, and it's like a company that is usually used as filler to allegedly make up value in beauty subscription boxes.
Be also has a storefront on Amazon where they are selling this mascara for $26. It has 0 customer reviews, and this product has no item ranking, which means they have not sold a single mascara.
So I'm sure they're going to say that this mascara is worth like $30. So here's what it looks like. It has a tiny little brush, and then it has a big fat brush. Okay, so we're 2 products down and I already am not impressed. Oh, here's a brand that they actually sell in stores. So here's It's a 10 Blow Dry Miracle H2O Shield. I know they sell It's a 10 at Target, so I'm fairly certain it's sold in other retailers as well. So here we have two things only available in their respective websites. Then we have an actual product. This is not worth the $39 that I paid yet. Next, we have Dermala Patch Me If You Can targeted pimple patches. I'm assuming these are like the Hero Beauty pimple patches. Never heard of this brand either. Oh. Now we have a Symbiosis London Hyaluronic Acid and Pullulan Tightening and Resplendent Eye Mask. I'm probably gonna make a video on this company because I was doing some research on this company and allegedly garbage. The next product is Megababe Space Bar Detoxifying Charcoal Underarm Bar. I think I saw this in Ulta actually. It has aliens on it, and I remember thinking that my best friend would like it. I swear I saw this in Ulta. And then I saw it was an underarm bar, and I was like, I don't know that she'd be into that. I'll definitely give this a try. Not that I leave my house or go anywhere or really sweat, but maybe my underarms need some detoxifying. I don't know. The last product is Neolastin Rejuvenate and Hydrate Moisturizing Cream. I did a little bit of research into Neolastin because I did receive a Neolastin product with, I think, my last Allure beauty box, and this is a brand that is only sold on their own website, and their headquarters lists an address that is in a tiny little building in Greenville, South Carolina, that actually is the office of a pharmaceutical company that makes products for burn treatment. So that could mean one of two things. It could mean, wow, they're using like actual medical grade ingredients, or it could just mean that they're using their license to buy things to make these products.
I've done a bit more research on Neolastin after filming this video, and I'm now convinced that they are actually a legitimate fledgling brand. There are a couple of patents that they've been issued, and there is published research revolving some of the compounds that they use in their products. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with them in the future.
They have a tab on their website for press, and so I thought, great, I want to see everything that's been written in the press about Neolastin. Obviously there's a lot. They have a press tab, and on their press tab there are just 3 screenshots, not even articles, because if they were actual articles they could link them to the respective website of the magazine who wrote the article. These are screenshots of paid advertisements that they've placed in these publications. So there's one from Allure, and surprise, they were in the Allure beauty box. One from Newbeauty, surprise, they were in the Newbeauty beauty box. And I think one from maybe Harper's Bazaar, but I couldn't read it because they're screenshots that are really tiny and you can't make them any larger. So looks like the only actual products that I paid $39 for would be this It's a 10 blow dry spray and some underarm soap.
Okay, and the Neolastin. I'm willing to give it a try.
This is an absolute garbage beauty box in my mind. What a terrible way to come back to Newbeauty Testtube. Gross, just like not a fan. Newbeauty's whole thing is that their editors are going to introduce you to products that you need to know about, but it doesn't feel like I really need to know about any of these products. This is gross. Like, this is actually a waste of money. This is garbage. So yeah, maybe just because I am so interested in it, I'll do a little research. Symbiosis London. Fun little tidbit about Symbiosis London is that I think about a year ago, their website used to list retail locations. Now it's Symbiosis London. They're supposed to be a really upscale, highfalutin European skincare line. They don't have any retail locations in the UK. Nobody that I know who lives in the UK has ever heard of them. And their website about a year ago used to list some physical locations, and they were all in the United States and Florida, and they were all addresses of Home Depot locations. What? That is so weird to me. If you're going to fake anything nowadays, you probably should Google whatever address you're using to see what results you get. I don't know, it seemed really scammy. They've since removed that. Now they don't list Any retail locations, they just list their headquarters, which, fun fact, if you Google their headquarter address, it's a WeWork office in London where you can rent a desk for £100 a month. So, I don't know. Garbage. How many times can I say garbage? If you've taken a shot every time I've said garbage in this video, you're probably dead, and I'm very sorry. Don't haunt me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which hopefully will be me opening something that isn't garbage.